Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best 65-inch TVs.
Starting at number 5.
LG B3 Series 65. OLED 65 B3 PUA, otherwise known as the LG B3 OLED, is an excellent choice. It's a great mid-range TV and can be an excellent entry point into the OLED market. The TV has all the features of the more expensive LG C3 OLED, but the B3 is dimmer and has only 2 HDMI 2.1 bandwidth ports. It still delivers outstanding picture quality, especially in a dark room, with its near-infinite contrast ratio delivering deep, inky blacks with no distracting blooming. Its built-in WebOS platform is just as fast on this lower-tier model, and it still has very good image processing, so it has no issues upscaling lower-resolution content if you watch DVDs, cable boxes, or Blu-rays. It also has Dolby Vision HDR and supports DTS advanced audio formats, which is great for physical media as it tends to use DTS for their audio tracks. Its viewing angle is fantastic, so viewers can watch the TV from all over the room without degrading their viewing experience. Like the C3, this TV has a wide color gamut and is extremely accurate without any calibration, so movies look as the content creator intended. This TV is also great for gaming, as it's compatible with every VRR technology, has a fantastic response time, and has an extremely low input lag. Its 2 HDMI 2.1 ports have up to 4K at 120Hz support, although unfortunately, like on the Sony X93L, one of its HDMI 2.1 ports also doubles as the TV's eARC port, leaving you with only one high-speed port if you have a soundbar connected through eARC. The LG B4 OLED is available for pre-order and brings some improvements. LG has increased the number of HDMI 2.1 bandwidth ports to 4 on the new model, and the TV has a new processor that brings the AI Picture Pro feature to it. The B4 will also be available in a 48-inch model, so if you need a smaller OLED for your room, this might be the one to GE.
Coming at number 4.
LG C3 Series 65. If you want a good home entertainment OLED but don't want to get the expensive Sony A95L OLED, check out one of the best upper mid-range TVs we've tested, the LG OLED 65 C3 PUA. It's a premium TV with perfect blacks that delivers stunning picture quality, especially in dark rooms, and thanks to its near-infinite contrast ratio, there's no blooming around bright objects. Its reflection handling is incredible, and it gets bright enough to fight glare in moderately lit rooms, but it's not bright enough to overcome glare in a well-lit room. Its OLED panel isn't as bright or colorful as the QD-OLED panel in the Samsung S90C OLED. However, the LG TV partly makes up for it by being more versatile, as it has better image processing, Dolby Vision HDR support, Dolby Vision gaming at 120Hz, and can pass through advanced DTS audio formats. It's also a great TV for gamers, supporting all variable refresh rate, VRR, technologies for a nearly tear-free gaming experience from any VRR-enabled source. Its 4 HDMI ports have HDMI 2.1 bandwidth for 4K at 120Hz gaming from a recent console or gaming PC. Ultimately, you can't beat an OLED if you use your TV mostly in a dark room. If you love this TV but wish it were more vibrant, consider the more expensive LG G3 OLED. The G3 is one of the brightest OLEDs on the market and is certainly brighter than the C3, but the price difference is not worth it for most people. The LG C4 OLED is now available to order. It features a new processor, can do up to 4K at 144Hz, and is supposed to be brighter than its predecessor.
At number 3.
Sony 65-inch. If you prefer an LED TV, consider the Sony XR65X93L. You don't get the same perfect black levels as on the Sony A95L OLED or the Samsung S90C OLED. Instead, it uses mini LED backlighting, allowing it to get very bright. With its excellent reflection handling, you won't have issues using it in a well-lit room, even with bright lights. If you prefer using it in a dark room, it still has an amazing contrast ratio, and its mini LED backlighting provides a good local dimming feature that further deepens blacks. It also supports Dolby Vision HDR and advanced DTS audio formats for an optimal home theater experience. It has great motion handling that makes fast-moving content look smooth. Plus, the TV has no issues upscaling lower resolution content, which is ideal for watching content from a cable box. Like the Samsung TV, it has a great selection of extra features, and gamers will appreciate its low input lag and HDMI 2.1 bandwidth for 4K at 120 Hz gaming. Unfortunately, like the A95L, it has only two HDMI 2.1 ports, one of them being the eARC port, so this requires some planning if you have multiple HDMI 2.1 devices. It supports HDMI 4 VRR and GSWC, so VRR works with any source. It's available in 3 sizes, from a 65-inch size to a huge 85-inch model, and all sizes deliver incredible picture quality. For those with deep pockets, the Sony X95L is the best LED TV on the market but is only available in an 85-inch size in North America. Plus, as amazing as it is, it's not worth the price increase over the X93L for most people.
Number 2 of my list.
Sony QD-OLED. Although it's more expensive than the Samsung S90C OLED, if you want the best possible home theater experience, the Sony XR65A95L is the best 65-inch TV you can get. While it uses a QD-OLED panel like the Samsung model, it has much better image processing, and its colors and brightness are more accurate overall, so it displays content the way its creator intended. It also supports Dolby Vision HDR, a more widely used dynamic HDR format than Samsung's HDR10+. If you like to game, it's also a fantastic gaming TV, with HDMI 2.1 bandwidth on 2 of its HDMI ports, VRR support, and very low input lag, even though it's a bit higher than on the Samsung. Unfortunately, one of its HDMI 2.1 ports is also the eARC port, so you'll need to work around that if you have multiple HDMI 2.1 devices. If you want to enhance your home theater setup with a surround sound system, you'll also be happy to know it supports audio pass-through for all common formats. It runs the Google TV interface with a sleek look and an easy-to-use menu. It has a massive selection of streaming apps, and the TV's built-in mic supports hands-free voice control, so you can easily find your favorite streaming shows, even when you can't find the remote. If you want a Sony TV for the best home theater experience but find the A95L too expensive, consider the Sony A80L/A80CL OLED. It's a step down in overall brightness and color vibrancy due to its OLED panel. However, it's still an amazing TV, with great processing and advanced audio and video format support.
And number 1.
Samsung 65-inch. The best 65-inch TV we've tested is the Samsung QN65S90 CAFXA, commonly known as the S90C. It's an impressive TV that delivers fantastic picture quality and looks amazing with any content. Its QD-OLED panel provides a perfect contrast ratio, with no distracting blooming around bright objects, and its colors are incredibly vibrant and realistic. It gets extremely bright, so highlights in HDR stand out well, and with its fantastic reflection handling, it can easily overcome glare in a bright room. Unfortunately, it doesn't support Dolby Vision HDR, it instead supports HDR10+, a similar, albeit not as widespread, HDR format. Otherwise, it's a fantastic TV with a great selection of extra features. It supports Bixby and Amazon's Alexa voice assistants, and its Tizen operating system is fast and easy to use. It's a fantastic TV for console gamers looking to get the most out of their Xbox Series X or PS5. It's also perfect for gamers wanting to take advantage of their recent PC GPU, as it supports 4K at 144 Hz gaming on all 4 HDMI ports and variable refresh rate, VRR, technology to help reduce screen tearing. If you're looking for something even better, the Samsung S95C OLED is Samsung's 2023 flagship option and is an amazing TV. It's brighter than the S90C, but for most people, it's not worth the significant price premium over its lower-tier sibling. The Samsung S90D OLED is the follow-up to this TV and is now available to order. It will be available in more sizes and has a new gaming feature called Auto AI Mode, which is supposed to automatically adjust the picture settings depending on the game genre. Samsung's 2024 OLED lineup will be confusing, as they're releasing the same sized models with both OLED and QD-OLED panels, and there won't be a simple way to determine what panel type you're getting.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.